Let me see who in here, man. Man, who in here? Who? You in here? Man, what the hell you doing in here, man? Guess who's back? Man, back again. I'm back, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put y'all up on this right here. Okay. It's a story that's been told at least 40 times with 40 different messiahs, you want to say? Like what Jesus is to Christians, it's at least that I know of, that I have researched and learned about. It's at least 39 of them that got the same story. Mother was a virgin, born on December the 25th. They died 3 days and rose again. You know, it's a lot of them. So I'm gonna get to the point of this one. The greatest story ever told is the only story that's ever been told, because the greatest story ever told is actually the story about human and spirituality on this planet. Because what people don't tell you about is this. When this planet was created, when the universe created Earth, Earth was designed to be a living library. It was designed for people to incarnate from the non-physical world, or let's just say heaven, to come from the non-physical to the physical, and which is a 3D. Earth is a 3D world. It's becoming 4, 5 now, but it was designed for us to learn from. So this planet came with everything already on it. Everything that we was gonna ever need was already here. Everything for sickness, everything for anything that we could think of was here. Until humans started thinking that it needed to be more. And then after they started creating stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the greatest story ever told is, imagine if you was, let's say, 10 people. Let's say if Earth was just this place that no one ever been to, and then one day you just woke up on Earth, not knowing nothing about how this planet worked, right? So let's take the mind of a person that would be first on Earth, the first 10. So what we'll realize is this. Let's say we arrived here in the morning. We'll notice that we could see it's trees, it's animals running around. We could see animals eating other animals. Okay, we know to stay away from that animal. Oh shit. We see that we could eat this, and this is the tree that it comes from, and we see a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, in the morning for the first time ever. Like, damn, this is pretty, I like this. And then it started to get dark. What we started learning about being dark is it's getting cold, all these weird noises I can't see, people screaming. What is going on right now? You hear all these weird noises. Long story short, it's starting to come light again. Wouldn't you, by learning that I could go get food, I could do, morning time, I could do a lot. I feel safe, I feel secure, I can see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I can see to stay away from these animals. I can see them coming. I could protect myself. It's so much I could do. I feel like I'm in love with morning, because ain't nothing but good stuff coming. Now it's finna get bright dark again. Now I'm getting scared again. I'm panicking because last time they ate our homie little Junebug. They done ate Junebug. Wake up when the light came last time, when the sun rise last time. Junebug was over there, ate alive. That's who was screaming last night. So now the morning and the night becomes the good time, and night becomes evil time. So it started off as good, evil. And as the story started going and getting recreated and all that, all of a sudden they dropped they dropped the O out of good and it became God. And they added a D to evil and it became devil. So in every religion, what they basically talking about is the human relationship with the planet, which is the spirituality. So the sun became the son of God because every time the sun comes, it's good things happening. We notice that something that grew is new. Just let your imagination flow with this one. What the sun will represent for you if you was like just witnessing this for the first time ever. Well, understanding what is going on. And then you notice that every time the moon comes, some bad stuff happening. So now you start not to like the moon. The moon becomes something that we don't like. Like, man, because every time it pop up, man, all the stuff start happening. All the negative stuff start happening. So this is the greatest story ever told because it's only one story. And that's spirituality. See, people wanted to start controlling people. So religion started coming up. So religion took the story of spirituality and made it into a clubhouse for spirituality. Now it's we Christians, we Muslims, we Buddhists, we Hindu people. You know what I'm trying to get at. So they took spirituality and then made their, like, let's say, their race made up a messiah for themselves. Another race made up a messiah for themselves. But what they made up, what they was talking about was the sun. They all made him be the sun, be that's why they call it the risen savior. Because if the sun don't rise again, I think we got 3 days before this whole planet freeze over, if that. So of course it's the risen savior, and of course it's the Most High. It's the Most High because it's called the Most High Noon. And it got nothing to do with nothing else but the Most High. And the sun is the Most High at noon. So it became, you follow me. And all this about born of a virgin, the story of the born of a virgin, the reason why they say that he was born of a virgin because the first calendar ever started in Virgo, which was the virgin. So that's when they first started the calendar. So that's when they started with this story about the son was born of a virgin and it walks on water. Of course it walks on water. You can see it all the time. What else it do? On December the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. On the 23rd, on the 22nd. On the 22nd, the sun goes down south, right? Well, it goes to the highest, the lowest, or whatever. I can't remember exactly. But the sun don't move for 3 days. And back in the ancient times, the only way they could describe it is the sun died for 3 days because it didn't move no more. It don't move. It stopped on December the 22nd, December the 23rd, and December the 24th. On December the 25th, it moves one notch back up. And it started coming back up to the north because it just went down south in fall. That's what they call it, fall, because it falls below the equator. And it becomes, that's why the days are getting, longer, shorter, whatever. You know how they go. That's how it is. So, in reality, what they don't want you to know, I want to tell you, but it's a whole subject about it. So I'm gonna bring that up in a whole nother video. But what this video was mainly to tell y'all is the people that run the world know the secret about the world. And they keeping all of us ignorant to the secret because everything was already designed when we got here. Every animal on this planet has a job, but we disrupting the planet. So, of course, like for instance, of course rats running all crazy because they tearing down all the places that they lived at to make houses and all that. So if the animals had a place to live before we start tearing it down and making our shit in it, where else they gonna go? So then they start killing them, trying to get rid of them. But in reality, majority of all these animals have purpose on this planet because without them, we would be messed up. Let me give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like dogs. Dogs are man's best friend for a reason because dogs was created to sniff out good food for us, to sniff out the bad food, basically to use their nose to help us as humans. That's what they call a man's best friend. Because if we was to label any animal man's best friend as far as the universe standard of when we first got here, the dog would be it. And rats are another best friend. They are smart. They are one of the smartest animals on the planet. They adapt to any situation. They can sniff out mines in the field. There's so many beavers. They help with the waters and the dams and all the flooding. They help with all the flooding, but when they get knocked out of their habitat, it's hard for them to do their job here. Bees help pollinate plants. Butterflies help pollinate plants for they could grow. There's so many different animals. Well, majority of all these animals got a job and they could do things that no other animal could do. Just like a horse. A horse job is to find clean water. Wherever a horse drink water from, it's clear water. It's clean for anybody to drink. That's why they always say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And the reason why you can't make him drink because if the water ain't clean, he ain't drinking it no matter what you do, because that's his job to. Well, his job is he know clean water and he always drinking it. So that let us know that we could go drink that too. It's more, I'm going to make a little series about this. Well, I ain't going to say a series, but I'm going to make something about this, about the animals. It's a lot of animals that I know about that got a job here. But us as humans, we just like taking advantage of the planet and resources and making them only work for us. How we create something, how everything was already free, then we create something. Now we got to pay for what's already given to us for free. Love to all, and to all, spread the lights.